and it showed last night.
I heard Raw went good.
Oh, Raw was terrible last night. And the only reason why I'm reviewing it is because the people on the live stream asked me to. But I'm going to tell them this is going to be the last one because other than Cody, Raw was trash. And here's the problem of why Raw is trash. Because they have no body. They put all their celebrities over on all the wrestlers on WrestleMania. And of course they're about to do some spring cleaning. Bro, there's nobody on the roster. There's no women's division really. There's really no women's tag division. There's no tag team division. There's no mid-card division. Really, they shat on everybody. They set up nothing. Bianca came out and revealed her eye. That shit looks bad. And I thought she had an orbital injury. Like, remember how Auntie had to wear the mask? I thought.
Yeah, I think. Is it an orbital injury?
No. Well, she didn't say yesterday because I was like, if it's an orbital injury, she has to vacate that title.
Well, she don't have to because
she'll be out for
Naomi wrestled with her orbital bone broken.
Oh, she did? Okay.
And she had an eye patch. She wore an eye patch.
Okay. Well, so
I'm sure Bianca can make her some type of eye patch to match her gear.
Oh yeah, she should be.
Or the kiss symbol.
All she did was cut a promo about how she won the championship for Becky and y'all have a new Raw champion. That was it. She did nothing else but cut that it was basic. It wasn't her fault. It was just like it was just so fucking basic. And I was like, okay, so is somebody going to come out? We set up a new feud. Is Becky coming out? No, we didn't have none of that. So here's some dumb shit. Sasha and Naomi have a Champions Contenders match against Rhea and Liv, right? Other than the cool move that Rhea did when she threw Sasha into a powerbomb by Liv Morgan, they lost. Liv lost again. So Rhea gets frustrated. She leaves. So then later on in the show, Liv's like, I was looking for you because Rhea's going to break up and probably go to Edge's stable. And she was like, Adam Pearce granted us a tag team championship match next week. How? Y'all just lost a Champions Contender match.
Why? Cause I told you Liv be, bro. Do you not remember when I told you she wanted her rating higher? You know what she did to do it? That's what happened. Yeah.
But no, Rhea said that she got that match, not Liv.
Oh, Rhea said that she got it.
Rhea went to Adam Pearce to get.
Oh, so then I guess Rhea must have. Never mind.
Yeah, no, she ain't slapped top that man. I'm just saying, but I was like,
I said she probably slapped him. No, Rhea should probably beat him up.
Yeah, and I was just like, how the fuck did y'all lose a championship contenders match and then still get championship contender? Then new debut. Kevin Owens is out there talking about my back hurt from.
Oh God! Oh, then, I've seen the photos,
bruh. First of all, the whole name belt comes with says Ezekiel on that joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, they're bringing back Ezekiel Jackson? Seriously? And then he comes out. I'm just like, so nobody knows who this is. And then so my son's sitting there like, oh, we got somebody new coming out. I'm like, wait a minute. I recognize that attire from the poster in 2K. That's Elias. And everybody was like, that ain't Elias. I was like, that's fucking Elias. He shaved his beard. And then when Kevin Owens was in the ring, he was like, Elias? And then I was just like, how they gonna play this off? I thought he was gonna be back like, this is the rebirth of Elias. He says, no, I'm Ezekiel, Elias's younger brother. I threw my hands up.
Did you hear about this? Did I tell you about the story last week?
The story of what?
Of Elias last week?
No, what happened last week with Elias? You talking about how Vince would stay home because he cut his hair?
Yeah, because he cut his hair. One of the people in the higher ups told him to cut his hair because he looked too much like Randy Savage. But then after he cut it, they didn't clear with Vince, so Vince told him to stay home until you grow your hair back. But I guess he was like, come on, we about to fire you anyway, so come on.
Yeah. I'm about to say,
because if you don't think he about to get featured in Denver now, You crazy.
Bro, he is generic Crawl from Smackdown vs. Raw 2010, going up in the ring, and then what else happened? Dominic got squashed by the Miz, which
is Veer and the Miz a team?
No, Veer just came out and just beat the shit out of the Mysterios, and that was it. I was just like, okay, he's finally here.
Wasn't he feuding with the Miz? Is it the Miz feuding with the Miz? Okay, I'm just saying that because they don't have the same color gear.
Fair, that is fair. They did have the same color. They had that Scorpion gear on yesterday. I hope that ain't no damn team. Well, next week Mysterio is going to be against Veer, and I know Mysterio's going to put him over and he's going to lose. But I'm just like, but right now, Veer don't feel that important. He just feels like, oh, a new mid card guy. Okay, cool.
Veer is not going to be that long. I'm telling you.
And then the shit that I know pissed you off, which I was like, I said I don't even have to text Prime. I know this shit pissed him off when they had the NXT Championship.
I didn't even watch it. I just like, I think I was on Twitter and I just seen Braun Breaker wins NXT title. I was like, did I just read that?
And I was just like, because the points ended at WrestleMania, and I was just like, so they had Ziggler beat him at Stand Deliver, but then he comes back here on Raw with the crowd was like dead because it was like, who?
Coming to a show that you're not even on.
Exactly. I'm like, and first of all, no disrespect to. See, this is the problem with Vince's NXT. Nobody that came to the WrestleMania after the Raw after WrestleMania, or what they call WrestleMania Monday, nobody who paid a ticket for that show was there to see fucking the NXT Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, everybody just went quiet because half the people trying to figure out who the fuck is Braun Breaker. Seriously. And then it was like, why? Because you gotta think a lot of these people that's in this audience don't watch NXT.
Well, I mean, the Raw to WrestleMania audience, never mind. Actually, they used to obviously for call-ups.
Yeah,
but I think since 2.0, they not anymore.
Yeah, it's really low because I'm not saying it was completely dead. It wasn't like Japan. I'm saying, but it was just.
So you mean it wasn't like.
It wasn't
light
that.
Claps.
Then they had
it was like that's all you hear in the background. Them clapping and them saying
Sorry. Then MVP comes out. I thought you would do that. Now she brings out Bobby Lashley and talk about.
I don't know how you didn't see this coming.
You know, the thing is, I saw it coming. I didn't want to believe because here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I knew the turn had to come because Bobby's going to be a babyface. It's like this. That's the final nail in my hurt business. It bothers all of me. But here's the thing, though. Bobby, they need baby faces right now because Roman's the top champion is a heel, so they need baby faces. So I figured, as a baby face, Bobby don't need MVP. That's a heel thing. But it's MVP and Omos. Omos sucks.
I knew he was gonna go with Omos.
But I'm like, yeah, okay, now y'all got Omos a mouthpiece, but he sucks, and I'm just like,
yes, we know this.
He's the black collie, but who can move better.
Yes, every big man sucks. So I'm like, yeah.
No, every big man doesn't suck. He is one of them.
So Great Khali, Giant Gonzalez, Omos.
Yeah, you named 3 out of how many big men there were?
Big men, as in 7 foot and taller. That's only Andre the Giant and Big Show.
Andre the Giant is good. Big Show is good. Is it okay? So Undertaker, Kane, they didn't hit 7 foot yet.
No, they are not 7 foot. They are 6. They are still in the 6 feet. No matter how much they want to tell you and act like Kane is 7 feet, he is not.
Okay.
I saw Kane standing next to Byron Saxton. They the same height. Like, I'm serious.
Okay,
it was either the whole thing or night 1. He was standing next to Byron Saxton because Byron Saxton was doing a backstage interview. They the same height. Kane is like maybe a few inches taller.
All right, yeah. So when they come to over 7 foot, yeah, Andre the Giant and Big Show, have been the exceptions. But yes, most big men from Giant Gonzalez to Great Khali, who even did hurdle them ropes like that though.
Now
Omos.
in Japan, he was. Vince seen them Japan clips and he was like, "We getting this Great Khali." Great Khali came to America and said, "Nope,
No.
not at all."
So I saw a call. I was just like, so now we got to do the Bobby Omos match again. So now Bobby got to put Omos over because MVP gonna screw him over. And I'm like, that's not what Bobby need right now. You're trying to build him up to be in championship contenders.
And I think Bobby will win. Like, if they're going to prepare Bobby to go against Roman, I don't know. I would say, it wouldn't make sense for him. It wouldn't make sense for him to lose to then go and challenge Roman. Be like, yeah, I'm on the hot streak. No, but
but also Bobby don't need to be. But one thing that the problem with a Bobby Lashley face turn to me though is Bobby Lashley needs to be the Almighty still. He needs to still have that mentality like he was when he was in the Hurt Business. Smiling Bobby Lashley don't get over.
What do you mean? Bobby showing him his favorite pose ain't gonna get over?
That shit ain't gonna get over at all. And then they had like a Selena and Carmella breakup, like which should have been happened. And Selena kind of basically cursed her out. They broke up the team. And then I'm like, okay, so she beat her down. Then she's over there with Corey Graves, and they start tonguing each other down. I mean, like seriously.
I thought like a new team was gonna come out from NXT when they were standing there, but it's like no.
That's what I thought too, but no.
And that that follows some bad news that I heard.
What's the bad news?
Jerry Lawler is gonna be on commentary for the next month.
That's right, because they go on their honeymoon.
Yes. Why I hate when they bring in Jerry. I would rather than bring in Booker T than Jerry Lawler. So Jerry Lawler is not funny. All his first of all,
he's not funny no more, because first of all, his heart not into it. He's phoning that joint in, and Booker T already said he doesn't want to be a commentator anymore.
At least Booker T is entertaining. Booker T make you go what, or he'll make you laugh. Jerry Lawler just make you go like, this is not.
Booker T is very entertaining as commentator, and I mean Booker T got a lot of unnecessary heat for being a commentator, but I don't know if he wants Vince in his ear.
I don't want to say he was a hood commentator, but he was like, that's something I would say if I'm.
Oh yeah, well I mean that's you supposed to. He's relatable. Me personally, I'm like, I know a lot of people don't like JBL, but
Oh, speaking of JBL, when was the transition for JBL? The first time when he became an announcer. Ooh, God.
You mean announcer or like the evil Republican?
The announcer.
JBL became that announcer transition into that, I would say end of 2005, 2006 ish.
So he was like an announcer for like what, 2 years or whatever? Because it was him and Michael Cole, and he was like a full-time announcer. He wasn't even like active, and then for some reason he became active again, and then he quit.
I think JBL became more of an announcer when he became injured. Then when he was not injured, he did the whole Shawn Michaels. I paying Shawn Michaels to do my shit angle. Then after that was over, he retired with Rey Mysterio. After he retired, he went back to commentary. But remember that 2006 King Booker era, he was on commentary, but I think he was injured.
Yeah, because I know it was him and Michael Cole. That's what I'm saying. Because when they got together again, and
yeah, because I think he was doing the Samoa Joe thing.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm on Twitter. It's like I didn't like Chelsea Green like that, but them pictures she be posting sometimes, I'd be like, all right, I guess.
Wait. Whose pictures is posted?
Chelsea Green.
Oh, Chelsea Green. Oh, okay.
I said I don't like her like that, but some of them pictures she posted, I'm like, I'm not mad at that.
I ain't mad at that at all. I said I ain't mad at that shit at all.
Yeah, but
they also fucked over Finn Balor again.
Oh, he gonna lose that belt to Austin Theory.
No, he is, because it was Arcade Bro and Finn Balor against Austin Theory and the Usos. And then
didn't they fight on SmackDown?
Huh?
Didn't they fight on SmackDown?
Well, no, they had that Battle Royal, that Andre Battle Royal or Andrew.
No, but they fought. They fought on SmackDown.
Oh, Finn Balor lost 3 times in a row, so it was just like, ugh.
Because I'm like, you have Austin Theory beat this man on SmackDown, and then you have him beat him on Raw in the same kind of match. I guess I think it was like Austin Theory and the Usos versus Finn Balor and the Viking Raiders. I think.
Yeah, he's definitely losing that championship. Edge, so that rumor about Edge and that faction, that thing is true, because Dan Priest came out and joined it, said he spoke to him, I guess. And I was like, because I think also the rumor is Rhea Ripley and Ciampa, which is not a bad faction at all.
Nah, my cousin sent me that like day one of the WrestleMania. He said, hey y'all, this might happen. Edge is supposed to be in the faction with Damien Priest and Ciampa. And I was like, Ciampa? I mean, I like Ciampa, but I don't think Ciampa fits. But then I was like, I'll see how it goes. And then when Damien Priest came out, I was like, oh dang, is Ciampa about to come out too? But he did.
He did. Which I was like, if this is the WrestleMania Monday, why not? Okay, and I was like, and then Rhea's already showing that she gonna turn on Liv next week. That's why they just got to this point, and that shit didn't happen. Then they Teddy Long, the Street Profits, and Alpha Academy to a Texas Tornado match with
huh? Did I have a Texas Tornado match player?
Yeah, I know. And then he was all like, "Thank you. I'm getting me a shoe shirt, by the way."
Which I think they're going to be. They're getting crazy over him. I'm surprised they haven't turned on face yet.
That's what I'm saying. But right now, Montez just took a huge frog splash through the table on the gable, so they can pick up the win. The Roman and Paul Heyman and the Uso shit was the most boring. I was like, so they all just.
Now, I heard about that because I heard that they like all night there was like. Roman Reigns has an announcement, and I think his announcement that he's going to make his announcement on SmackDown.
But they came out there to basically say that the numbers were up because of Roman Reigns. Oh, and guess what? Wait to see my announcement on SmackDown. Literally, that was it. Paul Heyman
does he get interrupted on SmackDown? You think
he should? But I'm like, why SmackDown? Why not do it on the fine? So I just like, I think he gets interrupted on SmackDown.
Does he get a new title on SmackDown, you think?
I'll be real with you, Prime. He might, but it's not going to look much different. It's probably going to be like a comp, because I saw like a test footage of it. I was like, this is the same shit, but except the red bar of the WWE is going to be blue. And I'm like, okay. They
need to just get rid of the Big W though, honestly.
I'm kind of over the Big W though right now, because right now everything that's not a main championship is a Big W belt. Like the women's is the Big W, the men's is the Big W. I'm just like, I get y'all want to put your thing on it, but I'm like, y'all can make these championships look a lot better.
Yeah,
y'all can make it look a lot better.
Make it look like a championship and not a toy.
Exactly. But like I said, the only meaningful thing on Raw was Cody's promo, basically saying he's come after the WWE Championship because it's the only belt. It's the belt his father couldn't win. And that's exactly what he said. He said that's the belt my dad couldn't win. Seth Rollins came out and shook his hand, but that rivalry's not over. So what I think is going to happen is I think Cody, because they're treating him like a star. He said there's gonna be no more Stardust. It's done. He want to come back over here. He don't want to hear the name again. So, and like I said, they wasn't chanting AEW or nothing like that. But he said, his dad was here and he was doing the polka dots and stuff like that. But he wants to win that championship that his dad never won. So I'm thinking SummerSlam is Cody and Roman. I think it's Cody and Roman, and I think Cody is a possibility to take the belt off Roman.
It depends on how he's built. We'll have to see.
Like I said, it depends on how they build Cody. Because right now he still had the same fucking entrance and everything, so they treat him like a big deal. But so right now,
I've seen his interest on Raw, and I'm like, it don't bother me, but I'm so particular about it. I'm like, I just don't like they got a podium that he comes up off the podium and then he comes down the ramp. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. I said, but it's. I mean, well, you
since he can't come out the ground because they're on the ground and not on a ramp. They have to like roll in a ramp for him to come. I'm like, all right.
Okay. You know from AEW how Cody's entrance is. Cody gotta have the.
They built that middle thing just for him. He was the only person to come out of it.
Yeah. So if they're booking him right, and he said he already made his intentions known that he's coming for that championship, and I'm like, if he's not coming back and start us, which is a straight lower card thing, he was hanging out with the Ascension. If he's not doing any of that, he's coming back for a championship. They need top people, and right now it's Cody.
I don't know how everybody thought Cody Rhodes was gonna come back and start. Like, he's not coming back. He's not leaving AEW to come to WWE to be in a mid card. It's like
at all.
Yeah.
And right now, but yesterday showed its problems because right now it's Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Cody. They have nobody else. And AJ is rivaling with Edge right now. He's about to do the whole Edge faction. There's no Big E because his neck is fucking broke. And there's nobody else that they have pushed to the top. Everybody else is just in the mid card. And right now they have nobody. They literally that's what happens when you give up fucking 80 people. And now you gotta build stars, and the stars you're trying to build all lost to celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
And was it entertaining to make one of the better manias in a while? Sure, but they all lost, and now these people are fucking losers. And now you gotta build them up, and right now there's only 3 people in contention. Even to be thought about. I mean, you can throw Kevin Owens in there because he has Stone Cold, but once again, you have him in a fucking segment with Elias, or excuse me, Ezekiel. Seth Rollins is not done with Cody, but Cody is not going to. If he's really going to go for the championship in the next biggest show at SummerSlam, Seth Rollins is not beating Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Then Bobby actually got to finish his own shit, and now they got to try to get him over as a legit fucking killer. And then you got Drew McIntyre who just beat Corbin, so he's next in line. So I mean, to do something, but there's nobody fucking there. And if you bring up Rob Breaker, I don't think he's ready yet. They probably gonna bring him, but he ain't ready yet.